Today at 3, Hunter Biden charged with federal tax and weapons offenses, but will he serve jail time? What the DOJ is recommending. Plus, a closer look at gun safety after a 5-year-old was accidentally shot and killed by another child in McKee last night. And more affordable housing in Lexington will take you to a ribbon-cutting ceremony today for the Alcove at Russell.
I'm Chief Meteorologist T.J. Shuck. Of course, mainly cloudy and muggy with that area of low pressure now to our south. A few peaks of sunshine, but also a few scattered showers and thunderstorms on this final day of spring. Looks like more of the same as we see the summer solstice happen tomorrow. I'll tell you about it in your Storm Team forecast coming up.
You're watching Good Afternoon Kentucky with Erica Bivens and T.G. Shuck. ABC 36 on your side.
Good afternoon, Kentucky. I'm Erica Bivens. Thanks for joining us. President Biden's son Hunter will plead guilty to 2 tax misdemeanors and reached a deal with federal prosecutors on a felony gun possession charge. It's our top story today at 3. According to a court filing from the Department of Justice, the DOJ is expected to recommend probation for the tax misdemeanors. Now, the gun charge will likely be diverted, meaning it'll be dismissed if Hunter Biden abides by certain conditions for a period of time. Final sentencing, of course, will be up to the judge. The White House saying in a statement the Bidens love their son and support him. According to Hunter Biden's attorney, the deal with prosecutors will resolve the long-running federal criminal probe into the president's son. The attorney also saying Hunter Biden thinks it's, quote, important to take responsibility for these mistakes he made during a period of turmoil and addiction. Meantime, Kentucky State Representative James Comer taking to social media saying, quote, Hunter Biden is getting away with a slap on the wrist when growing evidence uncovered by the House Oversight Committee reveals the Bidens engaged in a pattern of corruption, influence peddling, and possibly bribery. Talk some weather with our Chief Meteorologist T.G. Shuck. Pretty fitting that today is the last day of spring and we've already got the muggy air out there. It's here.
Yeah, we had a little prelude of it yesterday, but you've really been able to feel it stepping out. And kind of like yesterday, it's been mainly cloudy, muggy, and of course through the afternoon we've had a few scattered showers and storms firing up. Now the low, which was over west central Kentucky yesterday, the center of it is now down over Tennessee. And you see through the afternoon here, we've seen a few pop-ups, even here in the Lexington area, just running right out Harrodsburg Road, probably right around Beaumont Center, and then either side of Nicholasville, especially into western and southern Jessamine County. Also northeast of Harrodsburg, heavier shower right around Danville toward Lake Harrington, and then you see some additional activity down here across southern Kentucky. Every once in a while, a flash of lightning here or there. Obviously, south of Lexington, more prone to see some additional rainfall as we're on the north side of that low, which is sitting and spinning over the east central part of Tennessee. It actually will drift a little farther south. You see, it looks a little ominous looking to the south, of course, with some of that stuff popping up southwestern part of Fayette County. Our Bluegrass Pace Care, Skyview HD Camera Network, Hicks and Funson Cam. We've overachieved with afternoon highs here in Lexington. We're at 81, and that's going to be the drill the next couple of days. If you stay cloudy and you're in the rain, you're mainly looking at mid, maybe upper 70s, but we've been essentially dry here in central Kentucky. So 81 Lexington, Frankfort, 80 in Monticello, but the rest of the area in the 70s. And we talked about the muggies, upper 60, low 70 dew points. That's what we have during the heart of summer when you really have that muggy feel. Just like this morning when we didn't even get below 70 here in Lexington. Not going to move very much. I think we'll wind things down during the overnight and then we'll do it all again as we say hello to the summer season tomorrow. We should break out of this a bit heading into the weekend. More on that in your 7-day coming up.
A 5-year-old accidentally shot and killed by another child last night in McKee is just another reminder about the importance of gun safety. Kentucky State Police say it happened at a home in Jackson County after a 7-year-old shot the 5-year-old. ABC 36's Anna Medina joins us with tips from an armory service in Lexington. Anna?
Impact Armory Service here in Lexington mainly specializes in firearm repair service and is not in any way a retail store. Stephen Young is the owner and says his shop is basically like a mechanic but for firearms. Young says Kentucky is very passionate when it comes to firearms adding that you can pretty much find anything in the bluegrass. He says it's important for those who own guns to make sure they know how it functions, and that starts by educating yourself with a manual or classes. He also says there are various locks to keep your firearms stored away safely.
I believe there's a responsibility that if you do own firearms, you do need to make sure you know where they are, and that they are secured when you're not using them. In this day, in this climate where we are carrying firearms more and more, yes, if you're carrying a firearm, carry it. If you're not carrying it, secure it somewhere. It is unfortunate when children get into them, but it is also, I think, the responsibility of whoever owns the firearm to make sure it's kept secure.
Young also adds that your firearm should never be stored under a bed, a mattress, or an unlocked bedroom door. Now, coming up tonight at 5, Young will demonstrate how to properly put on a lock depending on your firearm. For now, Anna Medina, ABC 36 on your side.
Well, Kentucky State Police is investigating an officer-involved shooting in Boyd County. Troopers say that shooting happened Sunday night just before 8:30 in Ashland. No other information has been released by KSP at this time. An investigation into the incident continues. ABC 36 has reached out for specifics. We'll, of course, keep you updated on any new developments. 24 people arrested in a drug roundup in Laurel County following an ongoing investigation. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office and London Police say the drug investigations resulted in charges ranging from trafficking meth and possession of meth to trafficking heroin, trafficking opioids, and drug indictment warrants, along with probation violation, persistent felony offender, a federal indictment warrant, and complaint warrants. Those arrested range in age from 26 to 66 and were booked in the Laurel County Detention Center. The Laurel County Drug Interdiction Task Force continues to investigate and says more arrests are expected. Lexington has a new affordable housing option. City leaders gathering at the Alcove at Russell this morning for an official ribbon cutting ceremony. ABC 36's Jane Davenport was there and has more.
I am outside of the Alcove at Russell, where a 202-unit affordable housing development has just become available. This development represents a $46 million investment to the area. It is located in Lexington's Winburn neighborhood. Mayor Gordon says she is glad to see the new development, as affordable housing is a pressing need in our city. As of right now, the Alcove is more than 26% occupied. Reporting live, I'm Jane Davenport, ABC 36, on your side.
Now, the first resident moved in March of this year. Working families who earn up to 60% of the area median income or up to $53,580 annually for a family of 4 qualify. You can find more information by clicking on this web story at WTVQ.com. Well, still ahead, we'll tell you about a program designed to help those recovering from addiction in a creative outlet. Plus, an update on a desperate search and rescue operation underway to find a sub that went missing on a trip to see the wreckage of the Titanic.